What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we are back again with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's gonna be a special Halloween battle against a Passerby, because this person challenged me when I was online on Festival Plaza, and I had no battles. To battle. I have no one to battle, so yeah, it's English. But yeah, he has a very, nice team, but yeah, I'm using a Halloween themed team with Slacking, which isn't really Halloween themed, but it's the obese brother, and that's its nickname, and so it fits with my Halloween team because Cofagus and Mummy King strats and stuff. So we're gonna hop into this battle against I can't read Japanese. I'm assuming that's Japanese. I could be wrong, but my opponent leads up with the Xerneas, as I decided to lead up with these hands, Microphagus. And turn one, I'm like, okay, it's a Passerby, it's shiny Xerneas. 99% sure it's gonna go for Geomancy against my freaking Cofagus. So, gonna bring in my costume cat here. This nickname is in respect for all the cats that are forcibly dressed up on Halloween. But yeah, Xerneas gonna go for Geomancy here, and not too surprising. It's literally what every Xerneas does. Visually is very familiar with Xerneas. He posts like 17 super Xerneas, like it's like it's a hard thing to do. I mean, no disrespect to my man, but yeah. Yeah, Xerneas gonna go for Geomancy, get all of its stats boosted, and I'm just gonna go for Encore. Like, no reason not to. If he switches out predicting Encore, I mean, he wastes his Geomancy, so he stays in, and then he's locked into Geomancy, so he's actually locked in for an extra turn because Geomancy is a 2-turn attack, like Sky Attack and Solar Beam and Fly and stuff like that, and Bounce. So I'm gonna switch out my costume cat here and bring in these hands to take advantage of my free turn, because I do have Toxic Spikes on my Cofagus, and if my opponent's team has no hazard control from what I see, and since legendary noobs don't really carry hazard control, Toxic Spikes actually work really well because he has no poison types on his team, and most of his Pokemon are grounded, so Toxic Spikes will go a long way. So my opponent's just gonna go for Geomancy here. It's really scary to mess around with the Geomancy Xerneas like this, but he's Encored, and if he stays in, I'm gonna get him in an Encore loop, and he'll soon realize that. Right now he thinks like, I'm just gonna sweep this guy with freaking Geomancy. My Encore ended, so I'm good to go. He can't even switch out anyway, so it's fine. He can't even use another move because he's locked into Geomancy, so that's why using Encore with Geomancy works so well, because they're locked in for 4 turns, and it's such a good cockblock to Xerneas, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, he's gonna go for Geomancy one last time. Now I was at +6 and everything, but not gonna mess around. If he wants to switch out to avoid Encore, that's fine, but gonna go for Encore again. And soon my opponent realizes that staying in is futile, because I'm just gonna keep him in the Encore loop and there's nothing he can do about it. Like, he can be as tanky as he wants on the special side, but eventually I'll break the Xerneas and he'll just completely waste it without even doing damage. So here I'm gonna bring in these hands because he's locked into Geomancy once again, because it is a 2-turn attack, and now Xerneas gonna go for Geomancy. Uber noobs aren't really that intelligent. I mean, I think that he would switch out after the first Geomancy, or he would just not use Geomancy because he knows I have a Liepard, but I don't know. Now my opponent decides to finally switch out and bring in a Primal Groudon. Finally he has caught on after like 10 turns of Geomancy infinitely. And now my opponent, not regular Groudon, of course, it is Primal Groudon, because why use regular Groudon when you can use the more broken version that has over 70% usage in Ubers? I think. I mean, it could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the raw statistic, which is kind of depressing. But yeah, Cofagus, I'm going to go for a Trick Room here, because I am Trick Room with a Marowak on my team. Marowak is the mom, as you'll see. So, Groudon is pretty scary. I don't want him to hit me with Precipice Blades, or like, Overheat or something. I don't really know what he wants to go for. So, gonna bring in the mom here, my Marowak. And Primal Groudon's gonna go for Fire Punch. I know I could tank this because I'm max hit points, and we're able to tank it, but the mom gets burned, so yeah, I guess the Yo Mama joke really burned her, unfortunately. So yeah, I just wanted to use Marowak, right? But unfortunately, Fire Punch just had to burn me. So of course, legendary noobs get lucky. It's not like he had enough advantage already. But I'm gonna go for Earthquake here. It should do a decent chunk anyways, but the mom does not mess around. It doesn't mess around with freaking Joker. And a critical hit and knock out the Primal Groudon, so get actually wrecked by my mom. So yeah, my mom doesn't mess around. But yeah, we're gonna take more burn damage. By the way, my mom is also a man. I forgot to mention that. I didn't even realize my Marowak was a guy or a male when I nicknamed it, and so the mom is a dude. But like, he's still a mom in my heart, okay? So now Mega Rayquaza is going to Mega Evolve and turn into the balanced Pokemon, because why use regular Rayquaza when you can use Mega Rayquaza? It's like the same reason with Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. It's wonderful, a wonderful experience. But here I'm going to go for Stone Edge here. The freaking wind and the burn's going to reduce the damage to literally nothing. Since considering I have like almost 500 attack at level 100, pretty ridiculous. But yeah, he's gonna go for Dragon Descent on me and absolutely obliterate the mom. So he didn't have to go for Dragon Descent. He could have went for any other move, but he lowers his defenses. I guess he just wanted to use Dragon Descent on the mom because, you know, kind of crit his Groudon, so he wanted to overkill the mom and actually make it like really dead. So now I'm gonna bring in my Obese Brother because I have one turn, a Trick Room left, and Mega Rayquaza is really fast. So I'm gonna go for Stab Return, hope I can knock him out at -1 as we're able to. I don't even think I needed -1 to knock him out because Slacking's that powerful, but we're able to knock him out. But unfortunately, I should have brought in Cofagrigus on the Dragon Descent. That would have been godly. And that would have gotten Mummy. Oh my god, why didn't I do that? I'm so bad. But whatever, I'm gonna switch out on my Slacking and bring in these hands now, as you know, Arceus is gonna go for Sword Stance, and I'm like, actually this is fine because Arceus normally carries like Shadow Claw to hit like ghost types, I think, or like some other coverage move, maybe like Toxic, but I mean he's poison, so it's fine. I'm just gonna stay in here. I know I could tank one attack from Arceus most likely because I'm Cofagrigus, even if it's at +2, but he goes for Shadow Claw, actually one-shots me, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting, but he has Life Orb. My opponent has a nice obsession with Life Orb. It's like the same obsession I mean with Weakness Policy, but he runs like 5 on one team, and they run like 3 max, okay? So now we bring in Obese Brother, my Slacking, and now he's gonna go for Extreme Speed. Unfortunately, Mummy didn't activate because Arceus has multi-type, so I can't even take the Mummy and use my Slacking. That's why I should have used the Cofagrigus against the Mega Rayquaza, because I could have gotten rid of the Delta Stream ability and then got Mummy, and then it would have been beautiful, but no, I misplayed. But it's okay. It's just in hindsight, I didn't really think of it in the battle, but that is just, you know, smart thinking if I was thinking that, but I was not. But in comes Mewtwo. This Pokemon is a threat, and I'm like, okay, I just gotta sack off my Slacking to Hurricane. That's interesting to say the least. So gonna take more poison damage and Life Orb. See, he has Life Orb and everything. It's crazy. I'm gonna bring in the Treat here, my Slurpuff, and I'm actually gonna try and bait in Psy Strike or Psy Shock or Psychic or whatever he has. There's no reason to run Psy Shock on Mewtwo, but he's gonna go for Psy Strike. I'm gonna avoid it with my Costume Cat, and I can easily Encore him into it. And I'm assuming my opponent has picked up on what Encore does. So here I make a very aggressive play. This is actually the riskiest move I could have made, because if I stayed in on Mewtwo and used an offensive attack, it could have obliterated whatever, you know, I sent in. So he's going to bring in Xerneas here, and I decided to actually make a double switch, expecting him to bring in Xerneas and bring in the Trick Lead, because I couldn't bring this thing in against Mewtwo because I was freaking Hurricane for some reason. I don't even know if Mewtwo can learn Hurricane through level up. I'm assuming it's probably an event move, if anything, but Xerneas is going to go for Moonblast, and I'm hoping I can tank it really good because I have a lot of HP, but no, Xerneas is a little bit broken. But I'm going to go for the Z move, and of course, it is Halloween, so I have to have the Z Trick or Treat Gourgeist. Now, keep in mind, my opponent has Marshadow, so setting this up was really dumb in my opinion, because he can easily bring Marshadow, probably tank Shadow Sneak because it is Marshadow, and then use Spectral Thief and steal my boost. But I don't even have Shadow Sneak, sadly enough. I actually forgot to give the Shadow Sneak. My opponent is afraid of Shadow Sneak. I'm assuming he had no reason to switch out there, so he brings in Mewtwo to die. I was very confused. I thought I lost the battle here. I thought I threw away my Gourgeist for nothing, and Marshadow was going to clean me up, but Marshadow can still clean me up, which is still a problem, but he decides to bring in Mewtwo as Death Fodder. I guess he didn't want to risk his Xerneas dying, which is fair enough. I guess the play makes somewhat sense, and he just sacks off his Mewtwo here to the Phantom Force, because I am Leech Seed with Phantom Force and Toxic Spikes. That was the idea, to make my opponent as miserable as possible, but in comes Marshadow. I don't even have Shadow Sneak, and I'm sure my opponent has realized that. Maybe he was scouting for Shadow Sneak before he brought in Marshadow. That may have been what he was doing, actually, but here's gonna go for Spectral Thief, steal all of my boosts, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. And I'm like, balanced move, by the way. I mean, I could have switched into it, but like, what's the point? The Trick Z is going to go down to Spectral Thief, and it looks very bleak. Marshadow is fair and balanced in the Uber tier. This isn't even Ubers. This is a never used team. Actually, a few Pokemon are BL3, but like, that's besides the point. I'm gonna bring Costume Cat. I'm gonna go for Copycat. And you know those boosts that Marshadow just stole from me? Thank you, Marshadow. Thank you. Buff transfer complete. I have League of Legends players now. Give me all of my boosts back. Yum, 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 yum. Spectral Thief with Life Orb. Copycat. Get destroyed, Marshadow. That was I thought about my move for like literally 40 seconds, and then I remembered I had Copycat and I could do that, and I was like, oh my god. I forget about me misplaying my Clefairies back there. That was like godly, not gonna lie. Like, I'm proud of myself for that one. God bless, dude. And now in comes Ernest as last, and he can go for Geomancy all he wants. I'm gonna go for Copycat because I think Spectral Thief will do more than Life Orb Dark Pulse because Ernest is really bulky. But I could be wrong. I'm gonna go for Spectral Thief anyways. I don't know how much damage it's gonna do. It does a decent chunk. I probably should have went for Dark Pulse for the flinch chance, honestly. That was probably a better move. But I just want to go for Spectral Thief again because, you know, it's live hard using Spectral Thief. But yeah, Moonblast gonna knock out my Costume Cat, and at this point, all I have left is Slurpuff versus Xerneas, and I'm hoping that Slurpuff can tank a 1 Moonblast. I'm not actually a Belly Drum Slurpuff, believe it or not. I'm actually a Cotton Guard Calm Mind Slurpuff because Belly Drum Slurpuff is way too easy to use. Let's be real. With Unburden, it's like, how do you even beat that? But yeah, you can easily beat that, but still, it's really easy to use in comparison to this set, and this set can become like a raid boss potentially if you use it properly with Toxic Spikes. But yeah, we're going to take Moonblast, use this Fairy Aura to my advantage actually, and use Draining Kiss, almost knock out Xerneas. Flamethrower would normally be more powerful, but Draining Kiss with Fairy Aura is actually more powerful with Stab, and Poison is going to knock out the Xerneas, and we are able to defeat the Uber Noob with a 1-0 victory. Though, to be fair, this opponent was not an Uber Noob. Maybe he was, but he had battle ready Ubers, so it makes him better than most Uber Noobs, so this battle was a lot more challenging than I thought it would be initially, but at the same time, looking at this team structure, I could tell my opponent knew which Pokemon were pretty strong. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this Halloween special Wi-Fi battle. I figured since I got this battle, this had to be the Halloween battle. There's no other battle that can top this crap. Like, the scary stuff on my team, then the true terror that was my opponent's team was wonderful. If you're interested in the movesets for my team for some odd reason, they'll be in the description below. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this Wi-Fi battle. If you enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle and want to support my YouTube channel, please be sure to leave a like on the video as it helps out my channel a lot more than you think it does, and it's just much appreciated. Anyways, the question of the day is going to be, what did you do on Halloween today / last night / whenever you're watching? Let me know in the comments down below what you did on Halloween or what you were for Halloween. Now me, I did absolutely nothing because currently while you're watching this, I'm probably moving in the cold rain because it has been raining for the past like 5 days and it's been freezing and I have to move out. So it's like, yay! So I haven't had time for Halloweening, but yeah, this is basically the extent of my Halloween celebration. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you did for Halloween this year. I'm kind of skipping Halloween, as a matter of fact. But of course, thank you guys so much for watching till the end of the video. I'll check you guys next time. Bye!